Hi, this is Pastor Craig Hostetler, and I'd like to welcome you to this edition of Ask Pastor Craig. Thank you for joining me this evening. My question this evening is this: why do so many people find church so unappealing? Well, thank you for your question this evening. I appreciate it very much. And the reason that people find church so unappealing is because most times church and Christians are not very appealing. You know, it's interesting. Most of America found a reason today not to go to church. But did you know a recent poll suggested that most people find church to be a place of judgment, to be a place that's irrelevant and uncomfortable and not very friendly? That's a disturbing statistic. It's a disturbing study. Because Jesus said something really powerful to us in the book of Matthew chapter 5. And this is what he said: "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." How do we become the salt of the earth? How do we become the light of the world? How do we draw people to Christ? By the good works that we do, by the way that we impact our society, by the way that we love those that others find hard to love, by the way that we reach out in charitable and compassionate ways to aid those that are suffering, or those that are needy, or those that are hungry. Friends, if we want to make a difference in our world today, if we want to draw people to Christ today, we've got to stop pounding our Bibles over the heads of those that we believe are not living according to God's law. You know, it's interesting what sinners do. They sin, and they're going to keep on continuing to do that. And they're not likely to be drawn by your self-righteous vigor and your holier-than-thou attitude. They're likely not drawn to your idea of what Bible translation they should read or what moral statute they should be keeping. Quite frankly, they don't care. You know what they do care about? They care about acts of compassion. They care about acts of charity. They care about those who care about others. And so if you and I want to make a real difference today, we got to stop Bible thumping. We've got to stop being judgmental. We got to stop believing that we are the moral police of the world that needs to go around telling everybody what they're doing wrong. And we've got to start being more like Jesus. The Jesus who fed the 5,000. The Jesus who healed the sick. The Jesus who spoke with those that others wouldn't speak with and visit with those that others wouldn't visit with. You see, that's what we're really called to do today. We are called to be the ambassadors of Christ, as though God were reconciling the world to himself through us. That's a great scripture, and you and I need to live it. The Bible also says in Matthew chapter 5 that we are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. I want to encourage you today to let your light shine. Well, thank you so much for listening this evening, and God bless you today. If you have additional questions about this subject, or you have a question completely unrelated, we'd really like to hear from you. And you can do that in a couple of ways. You can reach us at this radio program's Facebook page, which is facebook.com/ROR Ministries. You can reach us at my church's Facebook page, Heartland Christian Center, and that is facebook.com/Heartland Christian Center. Or you can reach me at my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Pastor Craig Online. Thank you so much for listening this evening, and God bless you.